So it's been literally over a year since we did the grind, which was supposed to be about our journey as content creators. Wow.
Wow.
And and we've been such good content creators, making videos so regularly and streaming so often. Our fans, all three of them, really know we're dedicated, right, Colt?
Yes, I mean they're just chomping at the bit for every piece of content we've been dropping lately. I mean,
You're right. I mean, we're just so consistent and good.
yeah.
And speaking of consistent and good, we've done so good at not streaming and being consistent. We took a break for a little bit. How many months was it, Colt, that we didn't
It's been
stream?
about 2 months. Ever since softball for us got down to the playoffs and all the way to the state tournament, we were pretty absent with videos and streaming. And then we were gone to Disney World and the beach. And finally, yeah, since it's already August 11th, it's been over 2 months, I believe. Yeah.
Part of it was we changed directions in the spring to say, streaming on Twitch at the time, we were just like, this isn't getting the traction that we needed it to. Just like, you can only stream for 9 hours a week for so long. I know that's so much time without growing. And so we decided we were going to put the majority of our effort into creating shorts and YouTube videos. And so like we made a ton of shorts. Some really popped off and did well. And it was encouraging for a while. Like our YouTube channel tripled in size, but it really kind of just killed the community and Twitch that we had started to build.
Yeah, we spent the whole first year basically on the streaming, not necessarily grind, but consistent streaming. And we made some videos, some shorts along the way the first year. And we had really built a solid community and dedicated viewers that were coming and supporting a lot. And like you said, at the beginning of this year, we really kind of thought, streaming, sitting for 3 hours, or well, basically we were doing it for 6 to 9 hours a week, was wasting a lot of time that we could have been more productive making YouTube videos, which could be evergreen content that people can view for years. And that was kind of our thought process, is that we could switch over to making these videos that people could view for years, and we're not spending near as many hours doing it. But that caused us to neglect our community that we had built up on Twitch over the whole first year.
Yeah, and honestly, like one of the things I think I learned as a lesson through this is, when we got into a rhythm, like we ended up we had a consistent streak on Twitch where like we were live every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday for literally a year straight. Like we it wasn't always both of us, but we were always, somebody was live on those days at those times. And as soon as we said, let's fall back and focus on YouTube, it's easy to just say, I don't feel like recording a video. I don't feel like editing, because it's like literally I have to sit and be awkward in front of the camera for anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half. And then I have to edit, and then I can go do something else. And it's easy to just say, I don't feel like it. Whereas like, at least when we streamed, it was like, okay, even on a night where I didn't feel like 100%, I could still get on and have fun and have really goofy and interesting conversations with chat. So I don't know. For me, it seems like it was easier to stream and stay consistent than it is to record and stay consistent on YouTube with videos.
Yeah, I felt the exact same way. At first, we were kind of on that big hype phase of YouTube wanting to make videos and put stuff out there and grow, and we were kind of doing really good. But as the honeymoon phase kind of wore off, it got to that point, like you said, where you could put it off because there was no dedication. Like streaming, I'm like, I got to be there. Like me and Freeman's depending on me to show up tonight. He can't do, he can, but he doesn't want to do a stream by himself, like just leave him hanging like that. But when it's a video and it's like, I'm thinking I'm going to make a short tonight and put it out tomorrow. And then you get to tonight and you're like, well, there's a good movie on and I could get an extra 2 hours of sleep. And then you're like, that short can wait. And that's basically the way it happens. And then it's kind of like a trickle effect. Once you start skipping and not being as dedicated that one time, it turns into more and more and more. And then you kind of just spiral down.
Yeah, for sure. So, so pretty much like the wheels fell off and we stopped pretty much doing everything for a few months. And
it wasn't burnout. Like we never got burned out. We still liked making content. It just got to the point like, which I was super busy. And even there for like half a month or so, like you were pushing out content and I wasn't able to hardly help because I was constantly at softball practice or playing softball games or tournaments. And so you were pushing out content by yourself, like you were putting out shorts and stuff, and they were actually getting big views. But that kind of gets, that's the whole reason we started a channel together, because we like working with each other rather than doing solo content is not near as fun for us. And so you pushing out videos also is not as fun when there's not somebody else participating.
I mean, like it was cool to see the numbers and the success and the growth from the shorts, but it just, outside of doing the shorts, like I physically cannot do a solo long form video. I just can't. Like,
Me neither.
Maybe it's a skill I need to work on, but
I can barely do a long form video with two of us.
Yeah, same. So anyway, we decided to rebrand. So we commissioned a graphics artist, not one of the ones on Twitter.
No.
To design us a new logo, because neither Colt or I are graphics artists by nature. Although we can do that.
We can dabble. We can dabble.
But if we dabble, I mean, you see how far
you saw the first logo. The first logo was literally me in a couple of hours going, we're going to throw a D and a T together. And because the first logo that we had for the first year and a half was something that we were just like, okay, we're making Doodtacular. We need a logo. And I was like, I could throw together a D and a T mixed into it. And we got and then the, the name has the play on Killtacular. So I put the 5 stars into the middle of the D. It's a corny logo. I mean, but it was something that worked for the first year and a half. Now we have a professional logo.
Right. So we have a new logo. We have new branding to go with it. It's still Colt and I going forward. And we have a new show that we're really excited to be launching here on the 21st of August, happening every Monday night, called the Doodcast, where curiosity meets creativity. And just, we've always had this desire, right, to share stories and share insights from people who have not only gone through the struggles, but have also succeeded and have gotten to places where they're a key influencer in their area, right? Whether it's esports, content creation, community influencers, those sorts of people. So I don't know. I'm really excited about it. Colt, what do you think about it?
Oh yeah. I'm super excited about this show. It's right up my alley. I've always been a person that sees somebody on the street, and if I'm curious, which I often am, I just want to go up and ask them, like, what's your story? Like tell me how you got the way you are and what happened to you in life to affect you this way. And that's sort of what we're doing with the people that we're going to have on our show, is that we're bringing in and say, look, you have this success, or you succeeded here and messed up here. Like, tell us the story. Like, how did it get here and there? And we can just curiously ask them questions about different things in their expertise to entertain people.
For sure. And I think this kind of falls in line. Like we tried telling stories on YouTube about larger content creators, right? We did the origin of Kai Cenat. We did the origin of Twitch. We were going to do the origin of Mr. Beast, and maybe one day we will. But it was like, here we are telling stories about people, yet we never really got to understand why why they got into it, or
what were the key moments that made them made them pop off, or what were the key moments or the big mistake that made them drop before they got success again, stuff like that.
Exactly. So I think that's the difference with what we're doing, right? So yeah, sure, we're probably not gonna have like XQC or Kai Zenit on, but we are going to
their
have
failures.
Well, XQC went to Kick, so that could be part of it. But anyway, so I don't know. It's gonna be cool interviewing some friends. We got a lot of friends lined up for this who are Twitch partners, key community influencers, just people who have really interesting stories to tell. And I'm excited that we have the opportunity to do it. And not only just do it, but be able to share it with people live on Twitch. And we're thinking of ways to make this show fun and interactive, and also just thinking about content. We want to be able to take these stories and share them, especially those key insights, right? We want to be able to take those and share those across all of our platforms, because whether you're a creator or you're just someone who really admires the effort that goes into content creation or community building, or even just like the skill it takes to become professional at esports or anything in that realm, right? It's not even just limited to those things. You can gain appreciation of insights, and I think that's the one thing as people, right? We love good stories, and we love especially insights. Like, my favorite thing about getting on TikTok or YouTube Shorts is when I see people sharing like how they do something to such a expert craft level, and I'm like, I don't even do that thing, but I appreciate how much effort and skill goes into what you've learned how to do,
and how much time it took to master it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, people like Whips, who Tim the Tap Man's main man sidekick that runs and helps him run everything. That would be such an interesting interview to ask questions on, to figure out how he got to where he, and then just to hear the story of how he got involved with Tim and all that. So it would be just be such a cool story to hear.
That will be a big thing you'll see from us going forward. Every Monday live, you'll see the show. I don't know what day the full show will get posted and the clips posted throughout the week. But we'll probably update that on our socials going forward. But we'll still probably make shorts here and there about different news or interesting things that go on. Probably won't be as frequent or as hard hitting as the other stuff. But like, our goal was before, like, we learned it's easy to chase trends with like telling news stories or covering the hottest gossip thing. But the problem is we found that you lose your personality real quick in those if you're not careful. You're just trying to do what everyone else does. Yeah. And we found like
you turn into a blank faced news anchor just reporting.
Right. Where literally we could be replaced by 1,000 other people.
Yes.
And going forward, right, news is still important. Some of those the hot, juicy gossip things, sure, those can be cool to cover, but we have to do it in a way that's not just generic. We're gonna put more of us into our content going forward.
Yep. Put in more of our personality, more of our opinions on how we feel about the dramatic subjects or whatever.
Our terrible opinions. So
could be terrible, could be great.
So any other things you want to share with all three of our adoring fans, Colt?
There will be more than just one stream on Monday nights. We may hit a Thursday night, or we may hit a Friday or a Saturday. And if we just feel like playing a game and hanging out, we'll do some more streams to hang out with people in our community, just to interact and talk, because the show's only going to last roughly an hour, we think, starting out. So, I mean, other than that, we're going to be interacting, talking, chat, hanging out, doing the same conversation stuff that we used to do whenever the show's done, or pre-show stuff.
It's gonna be fun just streaming for fun, and we have to hit 350 subs, right, Colt?
Yeah,
we need to become Twitch Partner Plus.
You'll need to go pay on every account that you have. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching this update video. We hope that you'll come join us and watch the show, participate, let us know your opinions, and let us know if it's good, bad, or if you know of any people we need to interview that have a cool story. But anyways, we will see you on Twitch. We'll see you back here on YouTube. And I'm Colt.
And I'm Freeman.
And this is Doodtacular.
Doodtacular.